Hey everyone, it's your boy David, and we're back with a brand new Jurassic World Rebirth news video. We got a lot to talk about today. We got a brand new image of the film, as well as some story plot details from an interview with David Koepp with Variety. Let's get into it. So first up, we got a brand new image of the film, and this is my personal favorite, I think, photo they've released of the entire movie so far. Other than maybe that other image of Scarlett Johansson with the Jeep in the background, but this one is just the lighting, the photo, everything. It's so Jurassic. Specifically, it's very Lost World in my opinion, and we now get confirmation of, we knew some set leaks that there was talks of some ancient Mayan ruins that they were shooting in, some stuff they've created for the film. We see that now. It's now confirmed in this film that this will be there, and it looks so good. The lighting, with the way that the spotlight kind of comes down on Jonathan Bailey holding up the egg, it's so cool. And technically, we get our first look at a species in the film. Obviously, we don't see a dinosaur, but we see it in egg form. And there's much debate as to what the actual dinosaur species is inside said egg. But ultimately, my theory is that this is potentially, obviously, one of the three dinosaurs that they need a DNA sample from, because we know they need one from land, sea, and air. Obviously, it's not one from the sea, so it has to be one from land or air. My personal guess is that this is a Quetzalcoatlus egg. That is the species that is believed to be the flying dinosaur that they need. Obviously, it's a lot harder to go and get a flying one, whereas maybe you can go find its nest. And obviously, this is somewhere high up, or high up inside a tower, or these ruins that I'm assuming a Quetzalcoatlus has laid its eggs. And it is a big nest. If you look at it, it's very big. Could also just be the forced perspective of the photo, but that is my personal guess as to what this egg nest is. But obviously, this looks very, very good. Another thing of note in this photo is, as you can see, he's extracting DNA from it. And those are one of the syringes that was in one of the guns in the previous photos. I'm also assuming Henry is holding up the egg to the light so you can see the embryo inside, so we can actually extract the DNA from the embryo. Scarlett Johansson looks amazing in this as well. Both of them are they just look so cool. I want to know what's going on when I look at this photo. It screams 90s blockbuster, which I love about this. There's also, as I mentioned before in one of the previous images that were released, I get Skull Island vibes from this, especially with the ruins. And this is something that is new for Jurassic, though it's not new necessarily in the canon of the books. I believe there was some ruins mentioned in those as well. But this is the first time that we get to see them in the films, which is very, very cool. And I love this photo. As I said, I love the lighting. I love just how everything shows up. This is so cool. The color palette, everything, so cool. Screams very much 90s popcorn blockbuster to me, and I'm here for it. Now, we get some new plot details for the film, and a lot of people kind of wondered if they were going to do this with this film once we knew that there was potentially a kayak or a river sequence. And we're going to get into that because now David Koepp, who is writing Jurassic World Rebirth, and if you didn't know, he wrote the original two Jurassic Park films. So Jurassic Park and its follow-up sequel, The Lost World Jurassic Park. The latter film being actually my personal favorite film in the franchise. And I'm glad that he's back, and I think this is a good sign of that, because if we get into the interview with Variety, if I pulled the quote from it, and it says, "There was a sequence from the first novel that we'd always wanted in the original movie, but didn't have room for. We were like, hey, we get to use that now." But just to get back into that headspace 30 years later, is it still fun? The answer is yes. It still really is. Dinosaurs are still fun. So, what is that sequence from the first novel that people think is going into this film? It is the river raft sequence from the book. And I think that could be really, really fun. In that sequence, I believe it was the T-Rex chasing them on a raft. There's speculation that it could be the Spinosaurus in this film, or potentially a new aquatic dinosaur of some type. And I think that would be really, really dope. I'm super excited. So now we know a sequence, at least one plot point of Jurassic World Rebirth is that part of it is being taken from the first novel, and it's finally making its way to the big screen over 30 years later. Now, a lot of people are also speculating as when are we going to get a trailer? We're getting all these photos and interviews. when are we gonna get a trailer? My personal guess is if it's not coming now, it's not coming till the Super Bowl. And yes, of course, anything can change. There's a possibility that we get it possibly before, maybe a teaser trailer before the full Super Bowl trailer. But in my opinion, as history has shown, Jurassic has always been a Super Bowl trailer event movie, and they're gonna do the same with Rebirth. So I'm super excited. I'm hoping that we get some Jurassic World footage and new trailers within a month for you guys, and I will definitely be reviewing those on this channel. And comment down below, I want to know if you guys are excited for the film. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and click that bell notification to be notified every time I drop a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.